And I quote, a nurse, as a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the mind, soul, heart, and body of our patients. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So keep upholding that, but also in the spirit of excellence, I would like you to also work very hard from the registrar's desk. Have good grades. The good grades are going to open the doors for you, so that we are able to match the person, the paper, and the excellence in their work. Otherwise, we're going to be serious. It's now an honor to invite our BBC to make remarks. Please let's put our hands together for
Thank you so much, Registrar. Vice Chancellor, Professor Munene, our family dean, Dr. Mwanzia, the dean, the directors present, members of staff, even parents present, and our dear student nurses, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today, when we're coming from the rural campus, and we are going up the stairs with the Vice Chancellor, a transformation started happening in my heart. One of these beautiful student nurses looked down on us and said, do you need assistance? Then I think she's here. I'm almost sure she's here. Who was it? Was you, right? Please clap your hand and please stand. Thank you so much. She saw the Vice Chancellor was trying to go up the stairs, and already the transformation is happening. She said, do you need assistance? And I said, okay, we're fine. And to me, this is my proudest moment, because these are the people who have started making the journey. Now, the idea of the nursing program was mooted many years back at Zetech University, but sometimes last year in the boardroom, under the leadership of our Vice Chancellor, we said we have to go for the nursing program. Join your predecessors in marketing. The 8 years I've been here, they kept on telling us, students are asking for nursing. And within 1 year, we just tried to cover, things started happening. John went to all the hospitals looking for places for rotation. We started looking for a dean. And within a very short time, these students were able to join us. I think it is God's appointed time that you're here and you're in the first class. And because I met you before, just like I told you, you are our firstborns. Firstborns are treated in a very special manner. I still remember when my daughter Lucy was born, a spoon would fall, we ran looking for Milton to sterilize it. One small diaper soiling would change her. Her meal would take care of it. Very carefully taken care of. And I believe that that is what is happening. When I listen to Anastasia and Dr. Mwanzia, that is how the team has been taking care of you. But firstborns have a responsibility. Firstborns have a very big role. Other people look up to you. You set the pace. So the kind of nurses you will become will reflect what the rest of Zetech University will be. So you have a very big role and a responsibility to ensure that the core values are followed, you are attending your classes, and you're learning and absorbing whatever it is that your lecturers are teaching you. But also knowing that there's a lot of self-work to be done. You still have to do a lot of learning on your own, a lot of additional learning. And Zetech University has provided the resources. We've got a very nice skills lab, very nice hospitals for rotation, and a very nice library. So I want to believe that we're on the right track, and I want to believe that with you guys, you're 30 what? The 35 of us, we will work together, and that none of us will fall out. With those very many remarks, I want to wish you well, and to invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Munene, to come and give his remarks. Karibu, Prof.
A big clap for the BBC. The BBC, the Dean, the members of the University Management Board, staff and deans of other faculty, our dear students, good afternoon. When I see you, it reminds me of not very few years ago, when I sat with a stethoscope and a white coat, as you are being inducted to clinical medicine. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, I was very, very happy. And I remember that day, That was 1981. 1981. And I want to give you a story. My eldest brother-in-law, who we met yesterday, was admitted to do nursing at Machakos. And the patient who came had a huge abscess. And as you learn, if you have not learned here, the abscess was right. So what does a right abscess require? It requires rinsing. Rinsing is catheter, then remove the contents, debride it and remove all the dead tissue, then pack it and treat the patient. I'm a veterinary surgeon, so I've done many abscesses. It's one of the commonest medical charities that we get in Ireland. So when the abscess was lanced, my brother-in-law collapsed. He collapsed. He couldn't believe that amount of pus was in a human being. And he knew that the call was not in nothing. The call was not in. So alichukua mzigo yake. Before everybody was expecting him still in school. He was taking a photograph, which maybe one of these days I will play, as he ran away from the nursing school. So I looked at him and said, you would have probably become a very big surgeon. And now you ran away. So he went to do accounts and he became an accountant. And he was successful in what he did. Now, my call is this. Having been a clinical practitioner for many years myself, that clinical medicine and nursing are not jobs. They are called. They are not jobs. What you are going to do is not a job. And the reason I say so is that it is a very uncomfortable position for an ordinary person. Sometimes we will do comparative medicine, and one of the things involved going to places like Kenya, a national hospital. And when you watch the kind of things you see, you wonder the nurse doesn't look uncomfortable. The nurse looks very comfortable. But to the ordinary eye, it's a very uncomfortable situation. I've seen cases, extreme cases of human trauma, extreme cases of human sickness. But in that very uncomfortable situation, you are expected to be calm, to be the one empathizing with the patient. You are the first frontier in the triage. So you are the one who deals with the patient at the very, very beginning, taking the vitals, ensuring that you give the proper direction into where the patient is going to go. And therefore, my call to you is it's good to wake up your mind. Have you started with doing catheters?
Not yet.
Not yet. You see, that's the other thing. They should have introduced you to catheters before they bring you in.
In J-Quads. They go for the J-Quads anatomy labs.
But they have seen the cadaver.
Yes, they have.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Because I also don't know what the situation. I had a classmate, my own classmate, when we went to the first anatomy class, he said, no, this is not what I wanted. He was given a dead quote as a first specimen. So the issue is, be sure that what you are going to do is something you have made up your mind about. That's my request. that you make up your mind, don't read until year 3 and you realize this is not where I wanted to be. So ensure that you love what you are doing, engage your mind, engage your spirit, engage your lecturer, engage your books, use AI. There's a lot of information about nursing in the web. And therefore, my encouragement to you is that as you put the stethoscope there, you auscultate the lungs, the heart, the intestinal sounds, and everything that goes with it. When you are doing CT scans, then everything that goes with your cause, that you really become the people who can support the people who are suffering. Because by the time as the deal says, by the time we come to you, it is because we are helpless. Everybody has independence. And therefore, when you are in a situation where you need somebody's support, then the best thing is to get it. The other thing I want to encourage you is that we have read and seen cases where nurses have abused their knowledge, where vets and human doctors have abused their knowledge. And I always tell people, the unfortunate thing is that when you go into medical courses, you and me become holders of very key information, and we become totally dangerous. I still think that one of the things that Madam BBC, you wanted to get rid of, you are not straight. Absolutely not straight. And you'll be dead, and no postmortem will indicate I didn't. That's the problem of knowledge. So the kind of knowledge you will get need to be used ethically. The knowledge has to be used ethically. And it's a serious matter, because where nurses and doctors and veterinary surgeons and pharmacists become unethical, they move exactly to the opposite side of the profession. Where they were supposed to be healers, they become killers. And that can be a very dangerous situation to be in. And therefore, as you go to your training, ensure that you are actually training to become a healer, not a killer. There's a Kenyan right now in the US who is he's in court for having a unit of 13 patients, and he's a Kenyan nurse. So it's not a situation we would like to be affiliated with. And therefore for me, is to welcome you to the medicine part of life and encourage you to become good healers, people who are full of empathy, people who are ready to use their time, people who cannot leave patients dying on the benches because time is up. I've done clinical medicine, as I told you, for many years, and at times I have had to go literally around the clock, work the whole day, work the whole night. And therefore, it is not a profession for those people who look at the watch at 5 o'clock. It's not a 5 o'clock, 8 to 5 job. It is a job that must be done with a lot of inconveniences. And this brings me to a very important context. Any one of you who is less than 20 years? Who is less than 20? We are very lucky.
They don't have IDs.
They don't have IDs. Okay. So my let me say what, but all of you are biologically mature. I'm assuming. Is it a correct presumption?
Yes.
That each one of us can impregnate women?
Yes.
And the women can be impregnated?
Yes.
Very good. Now, I want to say something good to you. The nature of your profession should inform you the kind of spouses you look for. And how very, very serious about this one. Why do I say so? Because in your profession, time sometimes can be very inconvenient. And therefore, if you marry somebody who believes that you should be home for dinner, and an accident have just happened on Peru, and you have to go back to the office, I have seen breakages for those of us who are involved in those professions. And therefore I want to throw out, because you are still in a very formative time, when it comes to stage of looking for a wife, for a husband, think and discuss intensely about your professional obligations to your potential spouse. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes.
So discuss openly so that people know that you are not an 85 person. You can be called at the other day when I was DBC in Zetech. Our students went to Mombasa and the bus had an accident. I was the driver and we lost 3 or 4 students. 4 students. I was the DBC. 4 students died. And I called the VC of one university, Professor Mandela, two. That time it was two who was there. I called Matera, and can you handle the problem? So the nurses had to be called back, doctors had to be called back, because it was around 1 a.m. in the morning. So the convenience of sleeping and waking up is not in our profession. And therefore you need people who can understand you, people who can appreciate what your nature of work is. Otherwise what will happen is that the fellow is telling you, no, we have a holiday to go. And you're told, sorry, there is a crisis in the hospital. So I want to encourage you and tell you that you are not alone. We are with you. We have been in those areas, your teachers have been in those areas, but the issue is that I still think that this is one of the best missions that a human being can do to other human beings. So learn to be supportive to your patients. Remember, time is not of essence when you are working. What is important is the service you deliver to those people who need that service at the time it happens. Accidents don't have time, deliveries don't have time, abortions don't have time, emergencies don't have time. Choke. The child is choking and you can't say that you're not on duty. Like the child will die or the person, even adults die of choke. So the issue is that I want to wish you well. And I want to pledge to be very, very supportive where you need support. May God bless you and may you enjoy the hanging of those beautiful stethoscopes. I hope they are rich, man. So thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you so much, VC. That is very important advice about always remembering that your network for your future spouse will be your network as a professional nurse. So you will really need to think about it as we go ahead. So I think we will go quickly into the white coat ceremony, VC and DVC. We will take the shortest time possible. So I will ask the faculty from the School of Health Sciences to join me. So I'm joined by Madam Anastasia Kamailia. She is the head of nursing department at the School of Health Sciences. And then I'm joined by Esther Marvis. She is the nursing clinical instructor. I think the students have had a great time with her at the most beautiful skills lab. So they have had a lot of experience. And then we have Hanington Salim, who is the lab technologist, and he is helping out the students with the basic science labs. So I think members,
you will stand on stage. I'm sorry I won't allow you to give people for the interest of time, if that is acceptable, so that we can have time for the law. So I will go ahead and call your names, so you need to be prepared, and then you will come forward and be donned for your coat and your lab coat, and then you will receive the pledge. We will go right away into the ceremony. So I'll start with Labina Shiulu Akongo. Angela Bassett. Bernard Weximba. Valentine Wari. Hilda Chelagat. Kelsey Cherokee. Melvin Cherokee. Damian. Johnson. Kirui. Fiona Oma. Geoffrey Obara. Ian Musa. Faith Kamoli. Tyron Obaga. Kelvin Kesa. Idris Kintai. Lauren Jerry.
I think the short ones can come to the front, the tall ones can walk and come.
so that we can save on time. Welcome, Zetech. Are you ready? Bachelor of Science in nursing students. They are going to take the nursing student pledge and for joining the profession of nursing. Not just the students, but they are joining the profession of nursing for the first time. So we are going to do the pledge and then they will sign it at the end of this. So I will say I will put your name and then we go. I pledge to provide safe, evidence-based care, with humility and curiosity. I will listen to patients and families, respect their values, and advocate for their needs. I will act with honesty, accountability, and cultural humility. commit to learning continuously, speaking up for safety, and working as part of an ethical team. I accept the responsibility of nursing, and will do my best for those I serve. I pledge to uphold the Zetech University core values of integrity, customer focus, innovation, teamwork, and excellence. In my service to patients, as a student nurse. So help me, O God. Thank you so much. Because this is an honorable and memorable day, I'm not sure whether the VC will be able to stand as long to do it as beforehand, but we will request you kindly to greet them and go back to take their seats. The deputy sitting may
So,
Deputy Vice Chancellor, the members of the University Management, the Head of Department of Nursing, Dean School of Nursing, faculty members, clinical instructors, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow nurses, on behalf of my fellow nursing students, I stand before you today with deep gratitude and humility to respond to this very own special occasion, the White Coat ceremony. We are truly honored to be here as the students. Today marks a significant moment, a significant milestone of our academic and professional journey. Receiving the White Coat is not only a moment of pride, but also a moment of reflection and responsibility. We sincerely thank the University Management and the Department of Nursing for guiding us to this stage. Your commitment to excellence in education, in our discipline and professional development has prepared us to take this important step into our clinical practice. To our lecturers and our clinical instructors, we are grateful for dedication, your mentorship, your patience. You have taught us not only the science of nursing, but also the values that define the profession. That is compassion, integrity, accountability, and responsibility. Your guidance has shaped our character and strengthened our confidence. To our parents and our guardians, thank you for your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices. Your belief in us has brought us the moment, and we will not take it for granted. As students, we understand that the White Coat we receive today is more than just a uniform. It is a symbol of trust, professionalism, and service to humanity. It reminds us that at some point the patients will trust us with their lives, and we therefore accept this responsibility with seriousness and humility. We pledge to uphold the ethical principles of nursing profession, to respect the patient's dignity and confidentiality, to work collaboratively with the healthcare workers, and represent the university with honor and professionalism. We commit ourselves to continuous learning and to provide safe, compassionate, and patient-centered care. Today we stand not as perfect professionals, but as committed learners, ready to serve, ready to grow, ready to uphold the values of nursing practice. On behalf of the nursing students, I would like to once again express our sincere appreciation to everyone who has made this event a success. We are deeply honored to receive our White Coats today, and we promise to wear them with pride, responsibility, and integrity. Thank you, and may we be worthy of the trust.
I think most of us don't have words to describe how we are feeling this afternoon. You guys agree with me? Yes. I think it's very special because this is one of those things that will go to the deepest part of this university history. And it's one of the first greatest events that ever happened. And as the speaker was saying, it's one of the oldest professions, one of the oldest issues that happened in the nursing fraternity. All of us are here as I say of good nurses and midwives who ensure we go to this world safely, isn't it? So I think clap again for these people. Because I can see and I know the average age of some of people here, when you're going to deliver the next baby, it might be these fellas who help you with the delivery and all that, but it's not child delivery. And some of us who might not maybe we are clients, our kids for sure will continue your service. So go forward and serve the humanity, restore the hope, and restore wellness to the fraternities that you serve. Thank you so much to our guardians who took time to come and witness this wonderful occasion. You're also witnessing it for the first time in the university, so you are very privileged as us to witness it first time. And we'll be calling you into due course, particularly when they have done 2 semesters, to discuss and see how it is going. You have any feedback, you have any insights, because we've been doing consultation with our key stakeholders. But we do appreciate that opportunity. To my colleagues, thank you very much. So we have busy day. You have been here with every occasion. That is that. To student nurses, congratulations once more, and we wish you all the best. So we'll just say the grace, and then we shall proceed outside, where we'll take a group photo, and the Vice Chancellor and the Deputy Vice Chancellor and the Dean will lead, and the rest of the staff members will follow, while the students nurses remain seated. After the exit, you quickly follow up so that you can go and take a group photo at the main entrance. Is that clear? Wonderful. And now may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, thank you very much. So I request the VC to leave the